The missionaries. Long ago, there lay the village of Ndemu. The people of Ndemu were proud, keepers of their ancestors' ways, warriors of the land, dancers of the harvest, and storytellers under the moon. One dry season, strangers arrived, white-skinned, clean-clothed, Bible-carrying. They called themselves missionaries, and they spoke of a God who saw all things, a Son who died for mankind, and a heaven where no one ever went hungry. At first, the villagers listened. The missionaries built a small chapel near the river, taught songs of praise, and prayed against the old spirits. Children came, then women. A few men followed, but the elders grew uneasy. They saw the old shrines abandoned, the village drums silent on moonlit nights. They whispered among themselves, "These strangers call our ancestors demons. Our ways are being washed away with holy water." So one market day, the village gathered. They banged drums and blew horns. They marched to the chapel with spears and fire. "Go back to where you came from," they shouted. "Your God is not our God." The missionaries pleaded, but the villagers did not listen. They burned the chapel and chased the strangers down the red dirt road until the missionaries vanished over the hills. The village cheered. The drums returned. The spirits were honored again. But soon, things changed. Children began to cry in their sleep, waking with scratches on their faces. Cows were found dead in the morning with no wound and no blood. Women swore they saw dark figures dancing at the edge of their farms, whispering their names. A shadow came over Ndemu, not one of the sun, but one that crept only at night. The elders consulted the diviners, but the spirits gave no answer. Some said the witches of the forest had come out. They said, "The light is gone. The word that held them back has been driven out." One night, the village headman's daughter disappeared. Her footprints stopped at the river, the same place the chapel once stood. Fear grew like wildfire. Drums were silenced again, not by law, but by terror. Then one old woman, Mama Kilo, half-blind but wise, stood before the chief and said, "We thought we were protecting our ways, but we sent away the only power that dared challenge the darkness." The witches feared the cross. Now they danced freely. The village held a long silence. The chief sent scouts to follow the path the missionaries had taken. Days passed, but they returned with no one. The missionaries were gone, and with them, the shield that had covered Ndemu. And so, the people learned that not all change is poison, and not all tradition is protection. Sometimes, the very thing we chase away is the only thing keeping the darkness at bay.